Ignore that. All right. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moto 2 of round 10 of HRL IndyHog. Iowa Speedway. Corn. Look at that. Look at that. Corn. That's corn, baby. Give me some of that corn. I love corn. On the cob. Hell yeah. All right, let's get the starting order for this race. It's going to be Coupe, Camby, Armada, Roman, Elite, Detail, Luke, Slaunch, Hunter, and Soul. From right to left in that whole order, it's going to be 60 laps, 121 checkpoints. Lining up to go green. And we're green. Double 3 wides, maybe emerging into a 4 wide into turn 3. That's a big slide. That's a big slide from Elite. A big run from Luke. Solange trying to find an opening, not really able to do it. Roman kind of gets squeezed out. Oh, another big run. 2, 3 wide. Another 4 wide as well. Some different strats being ran on the track. And lots of shuffling going on early in this race. Oh, a big dive. Was that Hunter there? I think it might have been. Some massive inside moves. People trying to make that track position as early as they can. Major shuffling going on in the back of the pack. And the one driver that really gets away from all of it is Coupe. Coupe is leading him down and taking some laps in the lead. Luke's now worked his way up to second. Elite is in the podium position. He's in third right now. Camby, Slaunch, and Detail in a big battle for fourth, and maybe Hunter going to enter that soon as well. And this is a massive battle. This is like all this top 5 track position right here. And Soul and Roman are trying to sneakily catch up to that. They're going to have to dodge Hunter. We may have a double 3 wide action. Armada trying to catch back up to the pack. Oh, that's Optics on the infield. Okay, I got confused. I didn't know he's on the infield for this one. Oh, yeah, to switch it up. Okay, I remember. Coupe still leading him down, doing a great job so far. So Coupe and Luke have really nice gaps in first and second. Elite third. Camby fourth. And now going to be Slaunch fifth. I think Detail is going to concede. That's... What the fuck? What is this? 4 wide for last. Hell yeah. Armada going to slide to the inside. Roman's going to try not to get pinched out of the outside there. Hunter now holding the outside strong. And Soul is in a sandwich in the middle. It continues. Roman kind of falls out of it for a bit. Maybe a little bit of draft cheese coming in, potentially. Hard to say. But maybe. Maybe a little bit of draft cheese there. Lap complete. And they are cruising. They are cruising. So now it's really separating. The top 3 really separating. Elite looks like he's making some gains right there. It looks like he's really pulling. And then they've got a nice gap from Camby, Slaunch, and Detail. They're all pretty close. Oh, finally the walling. It was bound to happen eventually. They got tired of racing 3 wide. They were doing it for so long, they eventually got tired of it. Lap complete. So now it's Soul, and obviously this isn't the greatest start for Soul, and he's trying to hunt down an overall, but on the bright side for him, we're 13 laps into this 60-lap race, and I would imagine, I don't think this race will go green like Milwaukee Mile. So he's made up a little bit of track position starting from the back. Not a ton, but he's made up a little bit. There's plenty of time. There will probably be a caution to re-rack him. He's in a decent position. Detail's starting to challenge Slaunch for this Fifth place position. Oh, wow. Look at the top three. They are all closing in on each other as well. Race is really starting to spice up, even with the single wide action. We've got some battles brewing. Detail might complete the pass. Slot's trying to see that gap, but he's not going to let him see it. He's going to complete the pass and get away, and the move for the lead is happening. The slide to the inside. Luke on Coop. Does this open up the door for a lead as well? It's a three-way battle for the lead. About a quarter of the way through the race. What does Coop do here? He's led so much. Oh, no. He had momentum on the outside, but Elite slid right in front of him. Coop not looking for the crossover. And to be fair, that's one of the hard things with this track. It's not a very easy track to cross over. You can do it, but it's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to get the crossovers going and like keep your momentum. So I don't really blame Coop in that situation. It's a hard call to make on this track. But what a moment right there. Those guys separated and then they got close and three-way battle for the lead. Now Luke's got a decent gap. Elite second. Coop's falling back to third, and now he's got Camby knocking on his door. Can Camby find anything here? Thankfully for Coop, it's not the cops knocking on the door. Keeping the Ganj safe. Lamau. Sorry, Coop. Didn't mean to expose you. Is it legal in his state? I don't know. Coop, I'm making this up. That was a joke, but that was a joke. So like, you know, state police for Coop. That was a joke. That was. Don't take that literally. He does not own any illegal substances. I'd like to clear his name real quick. That was what you call a joke. Anyways, Camby still trying, and this is what I was saying. Like it's so hard to do, but like you kind of just have to make those slide moves because Camby might run on Coop's left rear right here. He might run on that for like another 30 laps. Like it's just so hard to like truly complete the pass like that without making a slide chow. Like you're gonna have to go for a slide job at some point. Camby, I respect that he's trying not to, but he's probably gonna have to. And the lead battle potentially spicing up as well. Not only do we have the side-by-side for third, the lead battle, Elite is there. Elite's got some really good pace on this track, and he's going to maybe challenge for the lead here soon. Or really, he's there. He's there. But again, it's what Camby's dealing with. How do you make the move? Camby is just now getting side-by-side with Coop. He's literally been side-by-side with him for like 5 laps. If he keeps trying it, it's gonna take Camby like 20 laps to complete the pass like this. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, at some point, you're gonna have to try something. When do they do it? When do they do it? That's the question. Elite not going for that. Falls off a little bit because he's not trying to make that move. And to be fair, it's hard. And the thing is, again, with the Hogs, the screen lag, the Hogs are really big. And something that I've noticed from my personal experience is that my screen lag is not as bad with some people. Like with Detail and with Armada, I feel like my screen lag is not as bad, but with Elite, with Coop even, so it's not just like a UK, US thing, because even with Coop, I felt like my screen lag was really bad. But with other drivers, I feel like I could slide up right in front of them and like do it cleanly. So that's another thing too, is not just the screen lag, but also, I don't know if anybody else notices this, but I feel like with certain drivers, the screen lag is a little bit worse, and with others, it's not as bad. So it's a hard thing to grasp. And yeah, just one of those things that we're gonna have to get better at. It is difficult to do. It is difficult to do, especially on a track like this. Like, to be fair, the way that you have to make moves on this track, like it's just gonna be difficult in the Hogs. So we're gonna see some rogue moves likely, and that's just how it's gonna be here. Because if you don't, I mean, you can make up time here, but again, like making those legit passes side by side without going for a slide job is really difficult. Making up time, on the other hand, we've seen throughout these green flag runs, people have been making up time. Like in the heat races, it wasn't really like that, but to be fair, fuck you, Roman. To be fair, the heat races aren't really that long. There's not enough time to make up the time, right? If it gets singled out in the heat race. But in these feature races, we've seen it. We've seen it multiple times. Like, drivers have been making gains in these single wide situations and like making up time on each other and been making moves. Now, wow, how did Canby fall. Did he just have a really bad run? He was right next to Coop for so long. He's fallen so far back. Battle in the back here. Hunter and Roman. They're just having fun at this point because they're so far out of the race. They're so far out of the race. They're just having fun at this point. Well, did the caution already... How did I miss that? I don't know when the caution happened. Hopefully our race official boy Yersky reviews that, because I don't know how I missed that, but I'm assuming it was Roman and Hunter in the back. But at some point, a caution happened there, I suppose. Maybe a phantom one. I don't know what happened there. But I guess we just missed it. So, a little over halfway through the race. And here we go. Could be the final restart. You never know in these things. Green flag. And this just equalized everything. Everybody was really settled into their positions. So many single wide situations.
Lap complete.
Luke trying to hold onto the lead from Detail, or from Elite, and Detail trying to hold on to third from Canby, or trying to enter third, but that slide job not going to work there.
Lap complete.
So Luke and Elite are going to get away from them. It looked like, oh, 4 wide. Oh, no. Oh, what? And he keeps going. And he keeps going. What the hell was that? Oh, roll it back. We got some action. And while that was going down, Luke says enough of this, makes a move. And see, like, even in theater, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this. Like, even in theater. Even in theater. Look at this gap. Look at this gap for the slide job. That is like half a hog, maybe even more. But there's clearly contact with Elite. So that's one of those things where it's just like, it's hard to make that happen. But that's going to shake things up. On the bright side for Elite, he doesn't really lose second place. And honestly, it looked like it slowed down a lot of the field behind him. So he's going to have to try to work hard to get back into that lead battle. But on the bright side, I don't really think it hurt his chances of being like fought from the back too much. Especially now that Soul has entered that battle with Detail for the podium spot. And then there's just that, this glob here. This absolute glob of drivers. Hunter, Roman, Coop. Coop had enough of it. And Slaunch. So now Luke's got a decent gap for the lead, but Elite is close behind. And like I said, Elite's got good pace. Elite's got good pace, so it's not over for him. He has been very strong at this track so far. And he was good at Milwaukee Mile, but I think he's better at this track. I think this is the strongest Elite's looked, just on pure pace. Oh! That was a move from Hunter. But yeah, I think this is the strongest he's looked on pure pace on any of the races so far. Again, he was good at Milwaukee Mile, but he also had some good starting position. This one, you can't say that. Like, he's just been fast. He's just been very fast. And they've gotten away. They've gotten away. If this goes green, it's Luke and Elite for the win. Like, they have gotten away. Unless they battle too hard and ruin it. They have absolutely secured that gap. Soul now has a pretty... Look at this. I was saying earlier, there's more time in the race. Soul's now in third. And a 3-wide battle. Canby, Hunter, and Detail for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Big points at play here. It doesn't seem like a lot, but this is a long-ass season. Every point counts. These positions are going to matter to these drivers. And a really good night for Soul so far, if he can hold on to it. Being in that 3rd place position. But I think we have a caution. They're slowing down. I think a caution happened in the back. It did. Another caution. Another restart. This is brutal for Luke and Elite because they, as long as they didn't cheese each other too hard, they were absolutely, whatever order, they were going to finish 1-2. But now it racks them back up again. Opens up opportunities. How is it going to play out with about 14 laps to go? Green flag. Oh, and Soul with a big dive to the inside. And that might be what I was mentioning to spice things up. Luke slides in front. That was obnoxious. Was that contact with the lead? That was like more than a hog length. That was obnoxious. But they slide up. Soul takes the lead off that. There's like a 5-wide basically. But Luke's now going to hit a slide job on him. Not quite. He's going to get to him, but not a slide job to get in front. because they know how important these spots are. There's not that much time left in the race. And you don't know if there's going to be another caution. No, well, this might be it. No, not quite. Hunter with a big slide. They have to dodge it. How many laps left? We're getting close to 10 to go. Luke with the slide job. There it is. He slides in front of Soul. That was a clean one. There's a little bit of contact, but no wall cheese. Oh! A little bit of contact in the back for Elite. Everybody's checking up.
Lap complete.
And Soul, I think, maybe just didn't expect that. He could have done a crossover. It would have been difficult, and I was saying that. It would have been difficult, but Soul, I think, not ready for that move. And to be fair, he's still in a good position. No! What just happened? No! Oh my goodness. One of the craziest crashes that we have seen in all of IndyHog. That just looked ridiculous. Let's take a look at that again. Okay, hopefully you don't go too far back. I'm not going to go back and watch this. No. Well, actually, that's not that bad. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, so let's go back and let's watch how that all played out. We're going to need a little bit of fast forward cheese, but it's not too bad.
Lap complete.
So because a lot of that could determine the race, let's see what happens. So obviously Soul got a really good restart. He gets the inside. Major battling through the middle of the pack.
Lap complete.
Major battling through the middle of the pack. Soul and Luke for the lead. Big slides. And then here it is. The full send, and that's, I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is really what you have to do. The full send, full commit slide job for Luke. Going to go as far down as he can and bring it up. And you could tell this one, the ones with Elite were close, but this one definitely well in front of Soul. But again, the momentum difference. Luke's going to be scrubbing speed. Soul is going to be full throttle. So Luke's going to get it in front of Soul. Soul's going to make contact with his back. That's going to check up Soul. That's going to check up a few of these guys. And then that what just happened there?
Lap complete.
What just happened there with Elite? Was this just a result of the checkup? Oh, I think Hunter maybe thinks he's clear or something. I don't know. These guys are going up. They have Elite there, and it's going to get him in the wall. That's brutal. And Elite checks up a lot off that, goes all the way down. And just major slowing of speed back there. And then now it's Soul, Hunter, and Detail. And this is so unfortunate for all of them, man. This is... And Soul was really upset about it, and these guys were all probably upset about it. But looking back on it, I mean, a lot of this looked like lag. But we'll see. So here they go. Detail's going to slide up, but not try to kill him. And I think you can tell by Detail's angle right here. When this happens, when he's not, like, pointed straight, and he's like that, that's not him, like, turning sideways. That's just, it's just chalked. You could, I mean, you could tell right there. He's pointed, like, it's just chalked. Whenever this happens, for people that aren't as experienced with it, whenever you see this, it's over. So it's over at this point. It's just a matter of time. The lag just needs to play out. And look, it's clean, like, for a little bit, but then there it is. The lag plays out. Hunter almost goes over the wall. Soul and Detail go over. Oh my goodness. Soul crosses the freaking line. Detail ends up way far back. Soul literally crosses the line. How did Hunter keep going? What? There's no shot. This, he might need to buy a lottery ticket. You've got to be fucking kidding me. What? Soul and Detail with that lag cheese go down absolutely brutally. Hunter, who I thought was going to go into the stands, look at him right here. Look at this. This is Hunter. This is Hunter. Look at that. His fucking nose is on top of the wall. Over half of his hog is over the wall. He is perpendicular. Not really. That's more like parallel. Well, I guess, how do you want to consider the wall? Like that? If you consider it like that, it's parallel. All right, that's parallel. Anyways, perpendicular with the fucking track. And then brings it back down on 4 and keeps going. Hunter needs to buy a lottery ticket. That is the most absurd thing I have ever seen. What the hell? And it was too close to the line. So here's the race to the line. What in the hell was that crash? And it's a big moment in the race too, because on this restart, there's not a lot of time left. There's not a lot of time left in this race. 7 laps to go on this restart. And that's brutal for Soul. Detail as well. They're going to go to the back. Hunter still winds up in 3rd. That is insane. That is absolutely nuts. So yeah, that sucks. And obviously, I mean, I feel for them. I would be upset too. But looking back on that, I think they'll probably all realize, like, yeah, there was a lot of cheese at play in that wreck. Like, that was not an all, like, racing wreck. Like, there was definitely some Halo action. They got too close. They were playing the rub on each other, you know, basically like draft game. And it eventually come to bit them in the ass. So that just happens sometimes. I don't think that one's really anyone's fault. Like, that just happens sometimes. It fucking blows, but that one just happens. But here we go. Luke and Elite, how? How is it them again? Luke and Elite leading them down. 7 laps to go. Moto 2 and another fucking Moto after this. Here we go. Green flag.
Lap complete.
And big checkups on the inside. Luke slides back up. Roman, I think, gets a really good start in 3rd. Luke going for the slide job. What a move. You can do the crossover. A great move out of Elite right there. That's going to get him the lead, and it's going to put Luke in jeopardy because now there's a whole pack of drivers ready to thrust him in the wall like it's the other... Anyways, 3 wide battle for the lead now. Elite, Hunter, and Armada. Armada could be in the play for a win. But they slide a little far down to the inside. Luke gets a run to the outside, but Hunter's not having any of that. Maybe a crossover for Luke. There's the crossover. 4-way battle for the win. It is not over yet. But Luke's strat on the inside does not work that time. It's potentially going to be a 3-way battle for the lead. With 3 to go this time by. If a caution happens, the race is going to be... What the fuck is happening in the back? What is happening? Luke's the only solo driver on the track. There's 3 wides, a 2 wide, basically a 4 wide. Here we go, coming to 2 to go. Armada is leading the race right now. He's leading the race. 2 to go. Oh no, the lag, no, there it is. There it is. Luke dodges it. Oh, a few other drivers get collected. 6 fucking wide on the back straightaway. This is gonna be the race. That's gonna be the race with that caution. Who the hell is gonna finish where? There they are. Unbelievable. I never thought I would say that during an oval race. 6 wide down the straightaway. The back stretch to close out the race. What a final few laps. What a fucking conclusion. Now let's take a look at what happened here. And as you can see, there's massive battles all over the track. And this is such a fucking heartbreaker for Armada because he comes out of nowhere. And this always happens to him. This happened to him at Texas as well. I fucking think it happened at Indy as well. He finds himself in these late race positions in these oval races where he genuinely has a chance at the win or at least a podium. And then his fucking rear end lifts up. There's no fucking way. There is no way. Oh my God. It's so fucking unfortunate. The lag cheese bites Armada again. Let's go back a little bit again. But again, this was the battle for the win. Luke, that slowdown did not work out in his favor unless there was no caution and they went all the way to the end maybe. There was no chance for him at this point. This was these 3. It was Armada, Hunter, and Elite. And Armada they're 3 wide like the entire lap. Armada gets this lift. That's going to get Elite into the wall because Hunter's not really in control at this point. Like he's got fucking underhog of Armada, quote that, in his face. He can't see shit. So Elite's going to get in the wall. Armada's fucked at this point. It's absolutely going to be a caution because they're all involved in that. And like that it's absolutely a caution. And that just sucks because even Elite recovering, he has nowhere to go. And Armada, look at how shitty it is for Armada. Look at, oh, that wasn't that bad. But like in a second here, well, I guess you get to watch a little bit of it again. But look at how shitty it is. Oh, what? Hold on. Wait, what was that? What the fuck was the end of this race? Look at Sludge. This is like on the restart. Look at this save. Oh, completely sideways. That sucks for Slaunch. I wonder if he gets some spots back. I wonder if he gets some spots back in the end. That'd be hilarious. But again, once we get to the lap, it's going to be coming up here. Take a look at Armada and look at how brutal this is for Armada and Elite. Not just like the wreck itself, but... And dude, the race was going to have such a cool finish. Like, they were literally oh my God. I mean, this was still exciting, but they were going to have such a cool finish. But look at how brutal this wreck is, because look at the way Armada spins around. What the fuck do you do? Look at what do you do? What do you do? Like, he's just so screwed. And Elite, what do you do if you're Elite? And luckily for Luke, he was on the inside, so he's going to benefit from this. But what do you do? And then Soul and these guys are all having their own 6-wide battle back here. And they probably see this. They're like, what the fuck is this shit? They're trying to dodge it. Soul and Roman go to the inside. Slaunch goes to the outside. Slaunch is going to get fucking all of them. What the fuck? Slaunch was the guy that was completely sideways like 5 laps ago. How is he in that position? He gets walled. He's not going to end up getting all those positions. But, like, the fact that he was there is insane. Because we saw the replay. Just like 3 laps ago, Slaunch was completely sideways, pointed towards in the grass, pointed towards the inner wall of the track. And there he is with a chance at getting a fucking podium the way everything played out. That is just absurd. So if you don't know how the new caution rules work, this caution was going to call the race. There wasn't enough time for the green, white, checkered, and it's absolutely a caution. So this run to the line is the run for the race. So obviously Hunter's going to have first, Luke's going to have second. They have that gap. But again, let's look at everybody else. Let's figure out this mess. Look at this. Take a screenshot of that, Coop. I'll take a screenshot of it. This is the battle. That is the battle. Like, what the fuck is this? That is the battle to conclude the race. And here... Hunter takes the win, his first win on the season. Again, needs a lottery ticket. Not just the first one. Not just the first lag crash. The second one, too. He makes it out of both of them. What the hell? I mean, I don't want to say luck, but he would probably even admit it. Like, he had to be in the position, but that was some insane luck that he survived both lag crashes. And fuck, I mean, he was there. He got it. So congrats to Hunter on the win. Luke's going to take second. And then here we go. What happens? What is the conclusion? The conclusion is Roman gets the podium. How? Roman gets the podium. Soul takes fourth. And Armada, hey, on the bright side, Armada will take a top 5. Armada will take a top 5. He still gets 5th. Very close between him and Detail. But Armada will take that position. He will have 5th. Detail will have 6th again. Just coming up just short in a photo finish again. Maybe if the Yacht wasn't so tiny, that would have given him a little bit more gap that he needed right there. But, you know, deal with the cards that were dealt. Slaunch is going to take 7th. And then another photo finish. Elite will get it over Camby. And Coop will... that sucks for Coop. I wish he could have got a few spots out of that. But he will take 10th. What a wild finish to the race. I'm not going to show the last because they're just going to cross the line. It's whatever. But there's no time. There's no time for a shootout. Like, that's it. That's the race. That caution ends the race. What a wild finish. That was potentially one of the craziest finishes that we've had. And this just goes to show with these new rules. Like, you don't... Like, that finish was probably better than a green, white, checkered after that would have given us, right? Like, the green, white, checkered would have gotten cheesy. It would have been a bunch of, like, manufactured, like, people slamming and just going rogue. That was just genuine end of the race battling, just resulting in chaos. And I think that finish was a great case for the new rules. Shout out Dua Lipa. Hunter taking the win. Luke 2nd, Roman 3rd. That's going to be it for Moto 2. She's dropping new music next Friday. I'll see you guys for Moto 3.